Hey everyone, welcome back to the barn.
Marsha! Hi, Marsha.
Great week. Marsha is here. Thank you, Marsha, for joining us today. We have, I know, two things I want to bring up, and then we have a topic. And the topic is called what again, Brad?
Oh, we're doing this? Yeah, we're actually just gonna just kind of throw our thoughts out about how much impact YouTube resellers actually have on online selling.
Right. So,
Hi, Mary.
We got a lot to cover today.
Mary.
It's going to be a pretty good show. There's something I want to talk about something that happened with me today with a return. I've never seen this before. I talked to eBay. I called eBay about it, and apparently there is something new out there, or it's something I've never known existed. So I had a few weeks ago, a guy open a return on one of the dual chargers I had, and he just said he ordered the wrong one. It was by mistake, no big deal. So he sent it back. On May 5th, he shipped the item. When he shipped the item, eBay automatically refunded him, and it was called an advanced refund by eBay. It's actually on my thing here. I want to show you guys a screenshot of it so you guys don't think I'm full of crap. Because
did they explain it?
Yes, I'm going to get into why it's done that way. Let me get over here to my orders. I should have had all this pulled up. I apologize. I've been busy, so
join the crowd. I just got home a half hour ago from sourcing.
Oh, you've been busy too.
I have been.
Okay, nothing's working. Okay, here we go.
You want me to pull up the screenshot you sent us? Hey, Ping G's in the house.
Which one of what I've been doing?
The International Woman of Mystery, Ping, has returned to the scene of the crime.
Major win, and I don't remember names. Upstate Pickers in here.
All right, I'm gonna share. I don't care. Look, he showed up anyway. Look at here.
Leroy, you ain't supposed to be here. Brad, do your thing. Kick him out.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna do that. I'm not gonna do that.
All right. So here, I want to show this real quick. We're gonna try and blow it up here. All right. This is the return. As you can see, the guy ordered my mistake. Sorry. It is a mistake to order from the wrong charger. And then it tells you see more, and it tells you, oh, it is. Okay. It says item delivered, item shipped back on May 5th. Okay. Of course, the item, I received the item today, but on May 5th, look what they did. On May 5th, oops. You go down here, look at here. What your buyer paid, it gives you what your buyer paid. Oh, can you guys not see that? Can you?
Nope. Scroll down, Chris. Scroll down.
I got scrolled down on mine.
Oh, well, it ain't scroll down on here.
Yeah, let me get it. Let me do a different one. Give me 1 second.
It's a story of a lovely lady and 3
All right, here we go.
Freaks in a barn.
So as you can see here, it shows what the subtotal and what the buyer's shipping and taxes. This right here, refund, eBay advanced, $27.30. That's what the buyer paid plus the tax. They did not give the shipping back to the buyer. I have never seen anything like this before, so I contacted eBay because on my end, if I do not go to this screen, I did not know that it was refunded. On my end, it shows I just need the refund of $24.99. So I didn't have an issue with it because the item came back still new, wrapped up everything. I was going to give the guy the refund. but I wanted to find out how come eBay eBay did an advance refund on May 5th when they shipped the item. You won't believe what the excuse was. And I don't know if this is one of them things because I was put on hold.
Okay. Put us back on the screen, Chris. We see your advance refund. Put us back on the screen.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Excuse or reason?
Yes, I think it was. What the crap is going on?
I see you, Teresa, in the bond.
Hey,
I see myself, but I don't see nobody else. I'm feeling lonely.
What's going on?
What'd
you broke it, Chris. You broke it.
You was on this screen, Chris.
I don't know what screen I was on. Okay, so the reason they gave me, and I've never heard this before, and I think they thought I was new to selling on eBay. Because the first excuse I got was, oh, we did that for the buyer's protection. And I'm like, what? How do you know the guy didn't send me back a box of diapers? You refunded somebody before I got the item back.
A used diaper.
Yeah. So he put me on hold, and then a lady came on and started talking to me. He didn't want to deal with it. So I think it was because he didn't know. And so I explained to her the situation, and yes, I was very calm. I was not my usual anxiety fit and rage and all that. I was just very calm.
Be careful how you tell.
Hold on, Chris. You were nice.
Wait,
yeah, I was just legitimately. I was going to refund the buyer. I just legitimately wanted to find out why.
Be careful how you tell the story, Chris, because I got a confession to make.
I'm not affiliated with Chris eBay. We have a disclaimer, and I'm the disclaimer. Teresa does not pay Chris's bills. Brad does not pay Chris's bills. And Leroy is not. Chris is not.
Chris who? Chris who? eBay? I don't know a Chris.
All right. Go ahead, Chris. We're sorry.
Okay. Let him finish telling his story.
Before you tell this story, make sure you tell it right, Chris, because I was in the backstage thing, and
you heard it.
Wait, I had gone out to do some stuff with some boxes. I need to condense some boxes and stuff. And Tanya, she comes and she says, Chris is out there talking really loud to some executive or some representative or something like that. Yeah, you didn't have your mic muted. I walked in here and heard you jabbering at the representative.
Well, I wasn't being mean or ugly.
I just went back out and went to work.
I wasn't being mean or ugly is what I was saying. So
apparently my Christian friend, he's a pastor. He doesn't lie.
Anyway, so the reason they gave me is because buyers, they have what they call trusted buyers. If you are a trusted buyer, when you do a return, as soon as the item is marked shipped, eBay automatically advances a refund without you even getting the item. This is the first time this has ever happened to me. Brad can test because he's fixing to tell you that since he heard the conversation, he knows what I'm about to tell you is what they told me also.
I heard 40 seconds of the conversation.
Okay.
And I turned around and
walked out. I asked the lady, I says, I understand that. So my refund, I'm actually refunding eBay then. And she says, no, you wait 48 hours, the case will be closed, and you keep your money. I asked her twice, and I said, so I get to keep my money even though I still owe a refund, and you guys have refunded. So I'm not refunding eBay. They says, no. I says, before they're telling me I can keep my money. And I asked her, I said, so if the next time when this happens, and I see that you've already gave them an advanced refund, what do I need to do? Do I just wait 48 hours and it'll be okay and not worry about it? And she told me yes again. I called my wife and none of this makes sense. I think there was a glitch. This is what I think happened. There's a glitch and they can't explain it. That's what I think. I don't know, but I'm going to find out in 48 hours what's going to happen.
Can we talk apparently?
Oh, go ahead, Reed. What do you know?
No, Brad's first.
Yeah. So when you go when you go to your refund page or your return page, does it give you the option to confirm the return? Did you do that?
Look, no, because they told me
All
not
right, well,
to.
no, go to it now. Go back to it.
Okay, hold on. Let me get.
Because I think there might have been some wires crossed in there somewhere. Was she? Not. I'm not being mean here. Was she a foreigner?
Chris.
Possibly. She spoke better English than most of them do.
But now what I'm saying is, could you understand her very clearly?
Yeah, I can understand her real clearly. So, yes, I can understand her real clearly. Now, look, I'm going to show you. This is the refund page right here. Let's see.
Does it give you the option to like confirm the return and how much you're going to give?
There it is, right there.
All right. So
and I told her this page was there. I says, I need you to look at this page. And she told me to wait 48 hours. This would go away, and I don't owe anything. Now, this doesn't make sense.
But is that automatically going to come out of your account if you don't do anything within 48 hours?
See, that would be my fear is if you don't respond and handle that within 48 hours, eBay steps in, and that's a ding against your account if eBay steps in.
I asked all that too. I said, so is this going to be a ding against my account? Because you already initiated the refund, and now
they initiated the refund to the buyer, but they haven't taken the refund from you yet, is the way I'm reading it.
Yes, and I'm thinking.
I think on my look, just looking at it, to me, it looks like you need to go ahead and process the return the way you normally would.
That's what I think. Also,
I would, 100%. I would, because if you don't, and eBay steps in and closes that on your behalf, that's a ding against your account.
Yeah, and then
not just on my behalf, it's not.
Well,
what?
Meaning if you don't.
You're saying. Oh, never mind. I understood what you're saying now.
Yeah, why don't you bring that screen back up and progress to the next screen? All right, hit next. Are you giving them their? All right.
It says amount you owe, and then
it
says refund. It says we will deduct the total amount for your funds available for payout if those funds are insufficient. Blah blah blah. We know that's the same thing. What I'm gonna do is I don't know if this is. I don't know what she told me is legit. I asked her twice, and she said, "Yes, I'm good." So what I plan on doing is I plan on calling them back tomorrow. I got to the 12th to figure it out. So I'm going to call them back, and maybe I'll get somebody different, and maybe they can help me. Because what I'm thinking is, here's what my logic is telling me.
Can I ask you a real quick question? What was the item that they ordered?
It was a 18-volt rapid charger replacement for a Milwaukee 8 battery.
Never mind.
Okay, so
why did they return it? What was the reason they returned it? I didn't catch that.
The return reason was ordered by mistake, and then when you go and read it,
well, their fault. You don't owe them return shipping because it wasn't how it was described.
Right.
Okay.
Right. Here's what I'm thinking: if this is something legit, that special buyers get special treatment, and they get a refund as soon as they ship the item. I'm thinking that this page here for the refund review or whatever we're looking at, I think when we initiate that, I think that's the thing that goes towards eBay. Do you know what I'm saying? I think you're paying eBay now and not the buyer. That's what I'm thinking.
They're going to want their money back. They're not just going to give that money, but no.
Right. Well, but that's not necessarily true, Brad, because we all know that when they find a case in our favor, we keep our money, but they still refund the buyer.
Sometimes they do. Yes, sometimes they do. But what I'm saying is in this case, this is a trusted buyer. Meaning I'm going to take it that this is a buyer with a long track record on eBay. Somebody who's not just making returns, taking advantage of the return system, blah, 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 blah. And so they're going ahead and confirming, like they're going ahead and issuing that refund. And then if you were to have some trouble, if you were to have some trouble and you like disputed on your end, as far as like you're going to deduct a certain amount because it wasn't in the right condition or blah, 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 then that would probably be one of those cases that turns out the way you're talking about, where you get to keep your money, but then they also refund the buyer too because of the track record of the buyer.
Right. So I want to ask Major Win
Yeah,
a
they have
question.
like a buyer. What is it called? The trusted buyer.
Yeah, trusted buyer. That's it. Yeah.
Yep.
So Major Win, you said you had it happen to you also. What did you do and what did you experience from that transaction? And Mary said she's heard someone talk about it also. So I mean, apparently it's happened before.
If you have good buyers that aren't abusing the system, you know, as much as your system can track it, I would say why make them wait, you know, a week to get their money back or however long it's going to be. They're going ahead and give them their money back, and then on your end, you're just confirming that everything was okay, and then they're getting the money back from you that they've already refunded to the buyer.
Yeah. Okay. It says correct.
And then if you have some trouble, there'll be they'll figure it out then. But
hold on, sorry. They also have another thing that's called eBay Plus.
All right, so wait a minute. They just got theirs today also. So now I'm curious, is this something new?
Somebody in the chat said it was something like maybe around August of last year.
That's when I was seeing was like August, September was when I started seeing the advanced refunds.
Okay, now they said they had 2 returns. One has it and the one other doesn't. So maybe the one that has it is the trusted buyer, as they say, is what eBay's saying. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. You know, you talk to 3 or 4 different people at eBay and they give you 3 or 4 different answers. So, you know, and of course you want to do everything you can to protect. I mean, the item come back brand new, still in the bag. Oh, Leroy, go ahead. Sorry.
Continue, please.
No. Go ahead.
My question is, what were you selling again?
It's a 18-volt rapid charger replacement for a Milwaukee M18 battery charger station, 2 ports.
Here's the problem. Stay away from tools.
I don't think it was tools. I don't think it was just that.
No, I know they also have a thing with car parts, like part of the auto program, the car parts program, where you can return it and they do advanced refunds on that stuff too. But I don't know. I see that.
Chris, I think you invest in a lot of unneeded stress in this situation.
I'm not stressed about it at all, Leroy. I just wanted to know.
Let me just stress.
Did you actually talk to somebody on the phone, or were you messaging with them via eBay?
It was definitely on the phone. Okay. I could hear it.
I don't know. I would not wait. I personally would not wait the 48 hours. I would just go on. I would follow the stuff and refund it and be done with it.
I would treat it just like I would any other refund and just take care of it. And then and in the event there was like some kind of trouble and you wanted to make a deduction, I would do that just like normal too. But
you got to realize something. Brad has been doing eBay, and this is no offense. Brad has been doing eBay for probably double of probably 3 of us
since the turn of the century.
Yeah, so like he knows like the system, and that's he's grandfathered in, Chris. And you have a good point, Chris. But like, don't let it get you upset. Like, just keep pushing on it. It's a $30 item now. If it was a $300 item that Teresa and Corey have, and somebody that wants to push them over, yeah, I'd spend 3 hours on the phone. But for something that's just that, you're spending more energy and trying to figure it out than you. In the time you've been bitching about it, excuse my language, you could have listed 10 items.
But I'm not fussing about it. All I wanted to know was why eBay initiated a refund before the item was returned to me, because that's my whole thing on free returns. I don't give a refund until I get my item back. We stand behind that because we know that things can happen.
So just continue to follow that policy and don't worry about their advance refund.
Yeah, it doesn't sound like they're expecting you to do it. Let me put another slant on it, because I think this is actually a good thing in a certain way.
Mm-hmm.
They're actually, it sounds like they're actually following some kind of metrics where they gauge good buyers and bad buyers.
Yeah.
Right.
And to me, that seems like that's a good thing, because if I've got somebody who is
Crappy buyer.
crappy buyer, dishonest buyer, maybe a little bit shady in their practices, the fact that eBay is taking that into consideration, I think is a plus from maybe the way things were in the past, where the buyer just automatically gets not a pass, but everything kind of automatically favors the buyer. Sounds like it's being actually a little more fair, and I actually kind of like that. So,
Right.
I don't know.
So
That's my take.
that's just what I was thinking about. So
Leroy.
that happened to-
Oh my God, you guys are killing me already. Okay.
well, wait, I got one other thing. So there's 22 people here, so that's about the average of everybody that watches everything that I do. We are going to possibly, I'm about 99%, 9.999% sure.
Can we go over those numbers again?
I'm about 99.9% sure that we are about to go under a major overhaul here at the barn.
We meaning you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. Me. And I say 99.9%, but the more I think about it, the more it's going to affect other things. And so we're visiting it. We're having conversations, getting some ideas from people. Corey.
Well, you didn't ask my opinion.
Well, Corey gave me his opinion, and
why are you asking Corey?
Well, although without saying anything, because you've read the chat,
I don't think I have.
The Discord?
Oh, I have not read the Discord at all today.
Okay,
I was driving all day today, so I did not pay attention.
Okay.
I'll read it later.
So we're possibly doing me here on the barn.
You're doing an overhaul.
Doing a major overhaul with everything. So keep your eyes open, keep your ears open. We will announce that. Brad, no.
I remember, Brad. I saw something, but that's
okay.
it. So, okay.
Now,
what else do we want to talk about? Chris got his talking in. You're done, Chris.
Yeah, I'm done.
You're done.
Let Leroy talk for a while. Leroy,
you got anything to say today?
Leroy's got a lot to say.
No, hold on. I have something to say to Leroy.
Uh-oh.
Leroy, you are a very, very, very naughty boy.
Naughty boy.
Oh.
You did not list yesterday, and I have not heard from you all day today.
Ooh. No numbers are left or right today, Teresa?
What?
No numbers and left or right today or yesterday?
No, he didn't ask me nothing today or yesterday.
Leroy is in trouble.
Leroy, what time is it where you're at, Leroy?
It's 7:30.
Supper time.
7:30. Okay. You have until, no, I don't care about your snacks. You have until 9 o'clock to go
Teresa,
list 5 things.
Time
you
out,
better get
time
to
out.
it.
Time out.
Yeah.
If he tries to talk with food in his mouth, he might choke. That can't happen.
That's why he's using his hands.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's trying to be safe.
Sorry. I had to yell at Leroy today. Sorry, Leroy. I have to be hard on you, Leroy. I have to be hard on you.
The jury is it like normally when you go to court, they say, "Hey, this is the attorney for eBay. My name is Teresa, and we like to Mr. Blood. We'd like to know." Like I just got reprimanded.
You did. You did. Look at now, I made him go away. Oh
No,
well,
no.
Leroy.
I'm here.
What? Hey, Chris. What was the thing you said right before this? Were you finished with that? What was the? What were
Me?
you? No, Chris. What were you? Were you trying to ask the chat something, or you didn't really say anything?
No, I don't want to let the cat out of the bag yet.
Oh, there's a cat.
Yeah. So
wow. Yeah, I tell you what, My experience with cats, don't put them in a bag.
Okay.
That's the one animal you don't put in a bag.
Well, Brad, without saying too much, of course you normally do, but without saying too much, what do you think of the idea?
I keep secrets all the time, bro.
Okay.
Did he not give you his opinion in the chat? But see, we can't do this. We can't have this conversation and not
Well,
let
Brad did say, well, I
So
will say this.
it has to be a backstage chat because I feel sorry for the people who are watching that know nothing about
wait a
it.
minute, Brad, the comment Brad sent me in text message
Was you're not.
No, he says, well, I kind of understand not knowing who George Jones is. That's the gist of what it said. You know, I can't go into exactly what he said, but
all right. Next topic. Where do you want to go to? Where do you want to go to?
We're going to talk about Brad's topic.
We are going to talk about Brad's topic. Actually, it's all of our topic. It's just that Brad brought it up and we're going to discuss it, and other people wanted to hear about it.
All right, wait a minute. I need to know what the topic is called because the topic is not in the title, and I need to change that.
It's Brad's topic. That's what you need to put in the title. It's Brad's topic.
You don't even have to title it. It's in, there's the stuff in there. All right. Somebody made the comment last week in the chat that when they start hearing of lots of YouTubers selling the same thing, they know the market is flooding. So they try to find a new category that's not being hyped. Not disparaging anyone, they said. And that's stuff like, I totally understand that. You know, if you see people migrating towards something, a lot of YouTubers are talking about the same thing, you probably are in the immediate moment going to have some kind of that's going to have some kind of influence on what is sold. But the bigger thought that I was thinking of was how much of an impact do YouTube resellers actually make on online selling? And because I had just heard something earlier that day from a video that Kevin Commonwealth Picker was in, I was just kind of had that on my mind already. He was talking about when he went to Nashville for the Nashville meetup.
Yep.
He was talking about all the good stuff he found when they went out picking that he didn't expect to be able to find because there were 250 more pickers in Nashville. But my immediate thought, you want to go ahead? Go ahead.
No, go ahead. I
always heard my thoughts.
No, go ahead.
My immediate thought when Kevin said that was, actually, I blurted it out, you know, because I talk to myself when I'm packing and listening to these things, was I thought, you know, I said out loud, is like, that's because Nashville is, you know, is a city of 1 million plus probably.
Yeah, it's too dark.
And like 250 extra resellers in something that size is not going to make a difference. Which kind of leads me to the same, I'll get to the numbers in a little bit after you guys kind of chime in, but that's kind of my overall general thought anyway about selling online. The number of online resellers watching online reselling content is a drop in the bucket.
It is because there are a lot of people that don't even watch. I mean, they've been selling on eBay for, 20 years. And so they have no purpose to watch YouTube resellers. I think the only ones that are really watching, and, I watch people I'm friends with, whether they've been on for a year, they've been on for 5 years, or whatever the case may be. But, the only ones that are watching consuming a lot of YouTube content that's on reselling are new people. So they're the only ones that are going to be affecting, and I don't even think they'll be affecting anything, because how many that are jumping into eBay are actually watching YouTube content before they do it?
Yeah. You got any? Go ahead, Chris.
I watched YouTube content on reselling before I did it.
That's the problem.
Not a single bit.
So I think kind of the overarching thought there in the comment is that I think what's being referred to is the race to the bottom, which I think on Amazon, there's most definitely a race to the bottom, because I've sold on Amazon before. I know that you want to be in that buy box. And if you're not in that buy box, somebody, you have to be in the top 3% or something like that. From what I remember of my numbers, to be eligible for in price, to be eligible for the buy box. And like every single day, I had to check my board, my dashboard, to see where my items were, because there was always somebody, like if yours was lower than theirs, I don't know if they had a repricer, if they did it manually, but it would go below yours.
Yep.
And as soon as you would drop yours below theirs, it would do that. And so there's just a race to the bottom. And I think that's what people are probably thinking about when something gets flooded. My big thing is with what we do, like on replenishables and stuff that people are buying over and over. It's like the gasoline, like, I don't know how it is where y'all live, but where we live, there are literally gas stations on all four corners almost of an intersection. And they literally goes down a penny, goes down a penny, goes down a penny, goes down a penny. And it just circles until everything goes up. And then they start that thing again.
Yep.
And, but I think with like the stuff that we do, it's not that big of a deal unless it's something that's flooded, obviously. And then you got to fight. But
I just feel that everybody should sell clothes.
I do too.
I agree. Everybody sell clothes and stay out of like higher ticket items.
I mean, that's why like people tease me, like the RIN guys, they tease me about tools, and there's certain guys that tease me about tools or lower end items. And if that's what I'm comfortable at and that's what I'm good at, then I'm gonna stay there. Brad and I, this page that I have is 13 years old. I've been on eBay for 13 years on this account with eBay, but I had one before that. And that one was like, I don't know, 4 or 5 years. So I've been selling on eBay for a long time. And then I'm speaking it all out. And then Teresa, can I give or Brad or somebody be my attorney? Like can I give can I plead can I give my plead?
Oh, for your naughtiness?
Yes.
You can plead your case. I don't know if it's going to help.
Okay. If you watch RIN,
which I don't.
Which you don't because of certain things. Anyway,
no, I just don't. That's a Corey thing. That's never been something I've watched.
So, and actually was on this show too last week. I showed that I was bidding on some auctions. And when I buy, probably about 5 times a year, I will buy truck and trailer loads. Okay. So it's not like I'm getting a little bit of stuff. I'm getting a load. So some of it I have to sort it out. It takes me days to sort it out. And I bought, I went to an auction. I said it over near Chris's. I went to an auction I bid online. I won it. And I got 4 lots. I won all 4 lots that I was looking at. And I had to go to Belton and pick them up. And I'm still I'm like, I'll be honest with you, Teresa. Yes, I get that part. And I appreciate it. Don't stop
you. Know what? You know I'm just giving you crap, right?
I know, but I'm pleading my case. But no, because I knew, but it's like I get overwhelmed.
Yeah.
Like I get so overwhelmed. Like if I'm not messaging you guys or Brad, then something's wrong. Because like I'll bet not you too, Chris, but like I got so overwhelmed. Like, and that's something I want to tell these guys. We'll talk about this another time, but like be careful. Because even somebody that's been in the game for 20 years, 25 years, you can get overwhelmed and you can go a little overboard. I did not. There was 6 good lots at this auction, and they weren't like box lots. They were room lots. Okay, like you're getting the whole room. Okay, and I was like, if I don't get that one, then I'm not going to get this one. And so I'm like, okay, well, I'll max bid here, and then I'll play with this one. Because they were all, 3 of them were all a minute from each other.
I hate that.
Oh my God, it's so brutal.
I would have to have 4 different windows open on my computer so I could see each one of them tick down.
But what happens is once somebody bids, it puts the time, this auction, it goes up 2 minutes.
Oh, if you're under 2 minutes.
If you're under 2 minutes,
Yep, if you're under 2 minutes, my proxy bid ones do that too.
Yeah,
If you're
it
under
will
2
keep
minutes, it
doing that. It will
automatically
keep
adds
doing that
2
for an
minutes to it
hour.
every time.
It will keep doing that for an hour. So you're messing with that, and the other two that you wanted under it, you lose
Because you're paying attention to the top one that you really want.
Yeah. So,
I've done that.
so I've been on all 4 of them. Well, guess what? I got all 4 rooms.
So
Tammy!
Leroy, you're working, you're just not listing. So you're doing other stuff. So you're still working.
Yeah.
You're not just sitting on the couch doing nothing. So
No,
you're okay.
I was at the flea market today, and I sold, like, I got so much stuff in that unit. My van is like full, and I went to the flea market today to sort through it and sell it at the same time. and it was funny because I didn't even get halfway through the van, and people were like, "Hey, do you have a such and such?" And I'm like,
I don't know.
I'm like, no. You have fishing poles? No. And I know I got 4 of them in the van. I'm not gonna go look for them.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
A couple of comments.
So pull up Tara's comment. Oh no, you can do hers.
Yeah, let me do Ping's first, and then and let's finish this conversation, and then go to Tara's, because I think that's actually a bigger deal than the other thing we're talking about. So I think Ping makes the point. I've been selling on eBay since 2000. Only recently, 5 years, I think, discovered there was content on reselling on YouTube. So I think that's a lot. There's a ton of people selling on eBay, and there's a very small pool of people that actually watch reselling content. As a matter of fact, when we finished the show out last week, I asked a few questions like, who do you think the biggest resellers are on YouTube? Resellers are in the reselling space on YouTube. And
were we even close?
Yeah, but I mean, well, I'm just
did you
like,
research anymore?
I did, but it's like, it won't give you an exact, because it says like there's not an exact number. They don't release that information, blah, blah, blah. So, but just looking at, go ahead, Chris. Now I'll come back.
Something else we was talking about the 5 years. She was talking about 5 years. If you think though, YouTube resellers on YouTube, that's when it started taking off, is about 5 years.
Well, yeah, because if you think about it, like I know like Shed Flips, they've been around for that long. You get Julian and Kayla, they've been around for almost 5 years. It's all of the bigger ones. I don't know how long Harry Tornado's been around, or Kevin, or all them, but it's only been throughout the last, like Ping said, like the last 5 years that resellers. But I think some of that came from COVID.
Yeah, it really blew up during the pandemic. Yeah. I started watching it probably around 2015, 2016.
Me too. My favorite was Rockstar Flipper. He's awesome.
So do y'all? How long do y'all? What the? How long?
Sorry for the face.
Golly, I got distracted. I got bids on the dollarauction.com, and I'm trying to figure out what I got, and it's my auction tomorrow night. Listen. So how long has Kevin and say Kat the Nurse Flipper? Those people like that, how long have they been on?
6 years at the most. 6 years at the most.
6 years at the most. Because when I moved here, they were all come. My video with Josh was 5 years ago.
I was watching content. I was watching content before Kevin started. I remember watching Kevin's first video because it got recommended.
I remember watching when Kevin was given was buying stuff off of Shed Flips when he would call your name out.
Okay, Kat has been on since June. Well, she joined YouTube in June of 2008.
Yeah,
but her videos are only about 6 to 7 years.
I can tell you when I heard of her.
I heard of her in like the last 2 years.
Picker out in California. What's his name, Leroy? Matt. What was his channel?
Part-time Picker.
Part-time Picker. Yeah, Part-time Picker. I remember he gave her a shout out on one of his videos, and I went and so that was probably around 2020 or so. But all right, so here's the numbers. Let me pull this up because I actually looked it up, and then we'll get to what I think is the bigger thing with Tara there.
Go ahead and I'm gonna pull her comment up. So
wait a minute, let's leave Pings up.
Don't pull it up yet.
Oh, okay.
Well, since we're talking about this.
Okay.
Let me get it back up here now. Okay. All right. So eBay has a buyer base of 2.3 billion. Okay. Or I mean 133 million active buyers, 2.3 billion listings, approximately 18.1 million sellers currently. I've tried to find out how many of those are actually just hobby sellers, people who aren't like business reselling like we are, like as in trying to make a profit, but just people who have something in their house they want to sell, or it's basically like treating it like a yard sale. They can't give you an exact number on that, but they do say the number is significant. So out of 18.1 million sellers for 133 million buyers, it's, that number is very, very low. So just to give you an idea of how much, I tried to estimate based on the size of YouTube channels, because my premise is that a lot of reselling content just shares the same viewers. Kevin has around 100,000 if you're rounding down. Harry Tornado has what we say like 400,000 or something. Yeah. And I'm going to say a lot of those aren't actually resellers. They're just people who watch the content.
Yep.
But like a big reselling channel would be 200,000. And that covers pretty much every one of them, right? Like everybody's 200,000 and under. So I'm just being generous that there's a pool of like roughly 500,000 resellers. And I think that's extremely generous. I think there's a pool of about 500,000 resellers watching any YouTube content on any given day about reselling. And 500,000, the percentage
out of
18 million, that percentage is like 2.76%.
I would say
one piece that I found was, which is interesting, because most eBay sellers, if they're big enough and they're doing it full time, have a store. Most people have a store.
That's so actually a good one. Yeah.
Out of that 18 million, there are only 885,000 eBay stores.
And you can say, it's probably safe to say that
how many eBay stores?
So on eBay currently, based in 2025, based on some information I found on eBay eDesk, whatever that is, it says there are around 885,000 stores currently on the market on eBay. So there are only 885,000 stores. So anybody else in that 18 million people that are selling, they don't have a store, which means they have less than what? 250 products? Because I think you have to have more. If you sell more than 250 products or have more than 250 products listed in your store or on your eBay, you have to have a store. So the rest of those 17.2 million people that sell on eBay, they only have less than 250 products on their store at one time.
And that's probably just like part-time.
Yeah.
Part-time.
They're just the eBay call it.
Hobbyist. I'm going to sell my crap that I don't need anymore, but that's all I'm doing.
Go ahead, Leroy. Sorry.
No. I'm interrupting.
Do what?
What?
How about the ones that say they're full-time eBayers, but they're only listing 50 items a week, and then they complaining for 25 minutes about how eBay did something wrong.
We're not going on that subject, because I can bring up, all you got to do is watch YouTube. You will see the ones who, you will see one of two things. You will see the ones who list and don't sell, and everything gets blamed on eBay on why their stuff is not selling. Or you will get the ones who only list 50 items and they don't get that many sales on eBay because eBay is not their primary source of income. YouTube is their primary source of income.
Or there could be another primary source of income.
Well,
so let's be extremely generous to the numbers, and let's say that all 884,000 of those people selling on eBay who have stores or watching YouTube, that's still of 18.1 million. That's only 4.8%.
Yep.
And 4.8% is not going to influence the market.
No.
Not like that.
No.
Not that
I
significant.
don't think so.
No.
And that's just my thoughts. But
I think
anybody else have anything else they want to?
I think as far as you saying, that the race to the bottom, there are people who do that. There are 100%. But those are also the people who are buying, and I don't know. In our store, we have moved to buying, more higher priced items. It doesn't mean it has to be a $200 item. It could be a $40 to $50 item versus a $5 item. But I think the ones, the race to the bottom is those who are selling those lower dollar items, which is what is flooding the market. So you're going to get, all those Funko Pops. There's a crap ton of Funko Pops out there. I don't touch Funko Pops. I don't buy them at all because everybody's out there selling Funko Pops.
Yeah.
Everybody's out there selling precious moments. Everybody's out there trying to sell their Beanie Babies that aren't worth nothing. Once you get into that market that's more,
or Black Label Disney VHS.
Sure. The movies, the DVDs, the VHS tapes, all of that stuff that's, the lower dollar items, you get people into selling that. And that's because that's what people are putting on eBay or putting on YouTube. That's the other thing that I want to say about YouTube is, you see all these big time resellers that are, Leroy, are you seriously taking a nap?
He's relaxing.
You see all these big time YouTubers, and there's one specifically that I'll point out, and that was Candace and Lonnie. When they got into this whole big lot of Monster High dolls that they picked up at a store, they didn't say nothing about picking all those up at a store until like 6 months later when they were almost done selling them because they didn't want nobody else to go in and buy them. So even though, like Kevin and Dave and, whoever else, it's all out there showing, we're picking up this stuff. They're not, and they can tell you that I'm full of crap, but they're not showing you a lot of the big time stuff that they're picking up because they don't want the market flooded with it either.
Yeah.
I will tell you, I show you everything we get. If we get it and we sell it, I'll show it to you. It doesn't make no difference to me. So
that's not necessarily true, Teresa.
What?
That's what your comment is not necessarily. It's not necessarily true. I'm not saying you're lying. I'm just saying it's just not necessarily true because you guys only pick 10 items out of the 40 that you sell.
That's right. But you can also see that I'm not also showing you that I'm selling $100 item, $100 item, $100 item.
Right, yes,
yes. I show you. We don't just sell $100 items. I sell $25 pair of jeans.
Right.
And for me, if you're really worried about what I'm selling, Grams and Pops Vintage on eBay. Yeah. Go check out my sold comps. You can see everything that I've sold over the last 90 days. I'm not trying to hide nothing. You can see what I sold. You can see what I've listed.
And that's the other thing.
Leroy, if you send me an offer, I'm going to reach through the computer.
But that's the other thing. A lot of people do not know. A lot of other resellers do not know this. They don't know that you can go to someone's store and stalk it, as in look at their comps
you can
see the percentages and all that. They don't realize you can do that.
Yep. And the hard piece is we've had somebody reach out to us about checking out their store because stuff isn't selling or whatever the case may be. But the sad piece is they don't have a store. So there's no way to go search because, you can go out and search Grams and Pops Vintage eBay and it will pull up our store. But if you don't have a store, you can't see that without them sending you a link directly to their sold comp from them so you can see what else they're selling or whatever. But I'm an open book. You want to see what I sell? Go look at what I sell.
You can actually and the only reason I know this is because I've seen it. It shocked me. But you can actually Google people's store names. Like you can Google Buck Mountain Barn. Google Buck Mountain Barn, and you will see my YouTube, my eBay store, my Instagram, 100%. My TikTok, my Facebook. It'll be on Google. You can actually that's another way that you can find people that you can just find people. So I mean, but yeah, you can. Leroy stalks my store every day. I know he does.
Leroy I get a notification that sends me dollar offers.
I get a notification that says Blood, Sweat, and Sale is looking at your store, every day. So he's stalking my store every day.
But and it's going back to the whole thing of, how does YouTubers affect eBay? I don't think it does. I mean, it does to a degree on the low, on the stuff that people see. they're going to go out and buy it. They're going to be like, oh, because we did it. I'll admit it. We did it when we first started selling on eBay. We watched all kinds of YouTube channels and we're like, oh, let's go buy this. Somebody said, let's go buy some Campbell's soup cups. Don't buy Campbell's soup cups. So, and that's why when my sister started reselling, I just told her, you know, she sells glass. So I told her, you know, she watched the Crazy Lamp Lady. And I'm like, but Tara, you can watch to see what she picks up, but I would still do my research because what she's picking up and selling, she's selling to her viewers at a cost that the normal person isn't going to pay for it. Mm-hmm. So you can't base it. You still have to do your research.
Yeah.
If you do your research just because an eBay seller or, you know, a YouTube person says, hey, pick this up. Yeah. I'm still going to do my research because they may pick it up and it may have a 10% sell-through rate. They're picking it up for content, not for selling.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have like one more thought and then we can move on. I will say the first reseller, quote reseller I ever watched, and this is probably in like 2014 or so, was Raking Profit. I know people give that guy crap, but
I don't know who he is.
Yeah, you'll have to check it out. So he's got around a couple 100,000 probably followers. He's probably been on there for 12, 13 years. He's got about 200.
Corey's probably watched him, but
yeah. But my other thought was I think the thing that a lot of people feel like they feel like people are giving away all the secrets. And I think it's like one of those things that like the information, if you sell online, is there whether you watch YouTube or not. You sell something big?
No, I sold a $2.50 thing. See, okay, I sell everything.
Out of all them big ticket items, you sell a $2 item, man.
But my point is this: I think like there's gatekeepers who feel like people are going to give out the information. The information's available because of the way eBay set up and the internet set up. You're going to find the information if you research. To me, it's the same as like 20 years ago, everybody knew pro wrestling was fake. I mean, everybody knew it except for kids and some people around here, right? Everybody knew wrestling was fake. And then they finally kind of pulled the curtain back. It's like, yeah. So they just started calling it sports entertainment. And they actually just started talking about it publicly, what everybody already knew anyway. And I feel like selling online and all of that stuff, it's the same thing. It's like the information's out there. It's not a big secret. People gatekeep because they feel like somebody's going to. But that does leave me in it. I don't think that's going to impact people's buying and selling all that much. No. But I do think this next thing will.
When you bring up Tara's
comment.
We didn't forget about you.
We didn't. We've been hanging on. She says, I'm more worried about how the thrift stores are now selling on platforms like Whatnot. What are y'all's thoughts? I'll give mine and I'll let y'all go. I feel like it's not a problem because they're going to ruin the market. I feel like that's going to be a problem for people who source those places primarily.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah, and that's kind of my 30,000 foot view comment on that.
I can tell you that is 100% true because how do I want to say it? We used to. So when we first started in the winters, that's what we would do is we would go source Goodwill. We would go source St. Vincent de Paul, the local little thrift stores and that stuff. But once we started, stockpiling and, figuring out the whole storage unit lots and for me, the online auctions, I've actually, went into Goodwill looking for, what? You have 2 seconds.
Time out. Leroy, do you want me to ship that to you? Or do you want me to bring it to your house?
I don't know what you're talking about.
I do. This little thing you just bought off my store. I know exactly what I'm talking about.
Leroy, did you buy my $2.50 thing?
Yes, because he bought my $2.50 thing.
God, Leroy. Okay, so back to my thing. So Corey and I, we 100% used to source in the wintertime at the thrift stores. Once we figured out the online auctions and we figured out the thrift store, or not the thrift stores, the storage units, we kind of went away from that. We don't really like to go to the Goodwill anymore. Plus, when I go to the Goodwill, I used to be able to find, Miss Me jeans, Rock Revival jeans, all of that stuff. Now they're not there anymore because you find them on shopgoodwill.com. So you could still attempt to source on their online thing, because a lot of them they put on auctions. They don't just put them on as static dollar amounts. So,
Hey, Brad,
Yeah.
why can't I find your store? I've been trying to buy something and I can't find it now.
You don't have to do
Leroy,
that. Hold on to your money, brother.
Leroy just bought a $2 Ever After High doll stand.
He bought a $2.50 little people, Fisher Price little people in a little red car.
Okay. So and I will tell you, I have never seen Goodwill sell on Whatnot. But then again, I'm not on Whatnot all the time either. So I very rarely go on it anymore.
Bless you.
So I don't know how to answer that one best. But I don't think it's only going to affect, like Brad said, it's only going to affect those who rely on Goodwill and thrifting from Goodwill to build their store.
So 75% of my shopping is thrift stores and Goodwills. I haven't noticed. This is what I've noticed about what she's saying there. It's not that they're selling on Whatnot. It's just that they're watching these other platforms and they're being like, oh, well, we need to hold this over to the side and take a look at it later and see if it's worth. See, I think thrift stores are hurting themselves. I think what they're doing is they're trying to compete with the reseller when they don't understand that they are the reseller source. And if their prices are too high, they're not going to sell to a reseller, which is 90% of their business anyway. So then you got a pack full.
Go ahead, Brad.
Thrift store.
Well, I'm going to say like on their side of things, let's say their pool of, let's say all 884,000 of those resellers are shopping at Goodwills and thrift stores, which they're not. But if they were, that all they have to do to sell to the same people those people are selling to is put it online, and they got access to 130 million. So
yep, because if they're selling on Whatnot, there are a lot of people who source on Whatnot.
Yes,
and there are a lot of people who are not going to sit and watch a feed for 2 hours to see if you're going to sell a pair of jeans that are going to fit me. I'm sorry to say, there's nobody in their right mind that's going to do that unless you're a reseller.
So wait a minute, isn't it Amy in our Discord? Doesn't she sources on Goodwill auction?
Hold on,
right?
No. That is totally different.
Okay.
She does not source on like shopgoodwill.com, and she does not source at a Goodwill store. What she sources at is when the stuff is done at the bins. Sometimes I think that's where it comes from. They dump it in big, huge Gaylords, and they put all these Gaylords in this one room. Oh, Leroy ordered from you.
What
Yeah.
me?
It wasn't me.
This was me again.
I
don't know if it was
Amy actually buys from an auction, like a Goodwill auction, where you pay $5 for a huge Gaylord. So think of the things the movies come in at Walmart. That's what she's buying.
Yeah. I think
this was not a Leroy sale.
I think thrift stores would. I think they're going to have to pick a lane. It's like
they are.
Yeah, it's like you're either, because you got a crap ton of stuff. Like it's so full at our Goodwills, you can't even move the stuff on the racks.
Yep. But so from a point of view of sourcing, I have sourced on shopgoodwill.com. The big difference with sourcing in a thrift store in South Dakota, so say, you're sourcing in a thrift store, there is a local Goodwill auction pickup in Sioux Falls where we shop. But somebody in California that usually pays, 4 times the price for something you can buy in South Dakota can go online and source that here in South Dakota and have it shipped to them for cheaper than they could buy it in the town that they live in. So, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. But yeah, I think thrift stores definitely need to figure out who their audience is or who their customer is and sell to that customer. I noticed today, so we went to our Mexican restaurant a couple towns over. We always hit our Goodwill there so we can count the mileage.
Yep.
And I noticed like their neckties used to be $1.99. That's what they were for years and years and years. And then they went up to $2.99. About 6 months ago, they went up to $3.99. Now they're up to $4.99. But then I noticed since the last time I looked, like 3 or 4 weeks ago, because I know the rotation of the tags,
Yep.
Like all the new ones from the last 3 weeks, they've gone back down to $2.99.
Because they're not selling it.
It tells me they quit selling, and so they adjusted. Also, there's these bags of toys that they have when you come in the front. They try to put all the small stuff in bags now to keep it from getting scattered all over the store because of little kids. I've noticed that those have gone from like $7.99 and $8.99. Those bags are back down to $2.99 now.
Yeah,
and
we've gone to Savers, and when I first started going to Savers, I could buy a bag with 2 or 3 Barbies in it for $3.99. I went in there. We went in there, I don't even know, a month or 2 ago, and you could buy one single Barbie for $5.99. I'm not paying $5.99 for a Barbie. I'm sorry.
See,
yeah. What's like sorry, go ahead.
When I took the Rockstar Flipper class, and he
has a class.
Yes, and I was buying neckties and remote controls. Like that's the best way to go. Like that's I'm just saying.
So pull up Mary's comment down there.
Yeah, I was going to.
I agree with that. When you're in there and you're trying to sell that, see, and that's my frustration with that is you have local thrift stores. So our thrift store here has done it too. You go into a local thrift store that has a reach of, our town population is 7,000 in the summer, between 9 and 10,000 when the college students are here, and you're trying to sell it for that. You can't get that price. You can't get eBay price at a local store when you have such a little reach.
There was a thrift store that opened up in my area. It literally lasted about 18 months. It opened up. We support cancer, yada, 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 had, all this stuff on their vans, everything. And I went in there once, right? Everything was like super high price. The other half of the building, I look around the corner and it was all shelves and all bins. And I said, oh, what's that? Oh, that's our other business.
Yeah, they are and they aren't killing.
Yeah.
They'll learn it. They will learn it. They'll either learn to go with the flow and go back to what Goodwill was meant for, what Goodwill initially was, which was selling in the store, or they're going to close the Goodwills and they're going to sell online.
I think they're going to price themselves right out of business, because I go back to my original thought. 90% of thrift stores customers are resellers. It's the same thing at a yard sale.
I don't know if I would say that 99% of thrift stores customers are resellers.
90.
I don't even know if I'd go that high.
Here it is.
I'd say actually it's 40-60. I'd say it's 60 outside, 40 resellers.
Yeah, because you have, right now in the, everybody says, I'm going to say something that probably whatever, but everybody says in today's world condition that we're in, people are pinching pennies and they're trying to save money and all of this. Thank you. He had to bring me a soda. Hi, Corey. Hold on. Brad,
Go ahead.
So anyway, in my area, it's about 90% from what I'm hearing from other around here, Leroy, from what I'm hearing from other resellers and yard sellers in the flea market. Now, here's something else that I've been reading in other chats and stuff on Facebook. A lot of resellers are complaining about the yard sellers, when they start pulling out their phone, talking about, well, this sells on eBay for such and such.
Then you just walk away.
And they just walk away. Even yard sellers now are getting to where they think that, look, when yard sale to me, if I have a yard sale and it's the same as if I've ever had a yard sale, I'm not out here to make a killing. I'm out here to get it out of my freaking house, get it gone.
Yep.
You know, you pay 25 cents for it and go take it, do what you want to with it. I don't want it no more.
If I go to a garage sale and you have your stuff up there and you have it set out and you print it out, I'm going to use my finger again. You print it out. This is what it's for eBay. I have actually went up to somebody and said, that, and I showed them, that's the list price. I'm sorry, that's the list price. That's not what it's actually selling for. Yeah. And not only that, you can't sell locally what you can get for on eBay. That's the hardest thing for people to understand is you have a, you know, however billion people, that's not just in the US, you are worldwide shipping. You can't ask eBay prices at a garage sale. I just went to a garage sale today that somebody had a brand new bat, a brand new DeMarini bat. They had it listed on their table for $175. I pulled up eBay and guess what? eBay was selling brand new for $149.
Yeah. If I want to pay eBay prices,
you're gonna sit on that.
Yeah, I'll go to eBay. So I mean, I think a lot of people are using yard sales now for a profit, to make a profit so they don't have to report it for the taxes. Because you can have yard sales all day long and you ain't got to do a tax. You ain't got to report it for tax. So
it's Mary. Mary is calling everything today. I love Mary today.
I said that to a lady. I said, well, the problem is I got to pay taxes on eBay because I have an eBay store and I have 1,000 items. This is back when I had 1,000 items. I said, I got 1,000 items on eBay and I got to pay taxes. I said, are you paying taxes on your yard sale? She walked away.
See, and as far as Tara saying that you do that all the time, there are a lot of times I don't do that. Like if I negotiate with if I go in and I try and negotiate with somebody and they're like, well, but I can sell this for this on eBay, then go sell it on eBay. Because you're going to get that price for it. You're not going to get that price for it selling it locally. You do not have the reach.
The other thing that people that don't sell on eBay, that have yard sales, that want to price their items at eBay prices, do not get the concept that people that sell on eBay, we got to pack the thing, we got to list the thing, we got to clean it, we got to test it, make sure it works, we got to ship it out, we got to handle all the customer service, whatever happens to it, and they don't get that. They don't understand that yard sales is now you want to do
growing up. Yard sales were to get rid of your crap.
Huh?
I said growing up, when I grew up, because my mom used to take us to garage sales. Garage sales were 100%. You want to get rid of your crap. So speaking of that, and I don't think I got a chance to say it last week, but we went to a garage sale. So we went to one of the big, huge garage sales in the town that we source in. And it's been around for 20 years. And I'm chatting with somebody and the lady's like, oh, I'll just take that for it. And I'm like, okay, well, what about this? She's like, no, I think I can get this price for it or whatever. And I heard her telling somebody, well, I'll just pack this stuff up. So she gets rid of everything that's under a certain dollar amount and she packs everything else up and stores it all year until the next garage sale.
You're going to sell it for the same price or maybe more.
What is the point?
Yeah, it's like Shane. Shane went to a yard sale before he went to the Kentucky Derby. Now, this is what yard sales are all about. And he's got crap about this for comments. He bought a bunch of golf clubs, I think $2,500 worth of golf clubs for $50.
But the lady didn't make the offer.
The lady was just cleaning out. The lady was just cleaning out her house. I mean, that's what a yard sale is. She didn't get out there and look on the thing and look it up and see, this and this. I mean, that's what yard sale is.
So I will tell you this as well. Now I forgot what I was going to say. It's okay. Somebody else say something. I'll remember it.
Yeah. So I went to a yard sale not too long ago. They had a bunch of Blu-ray discs, which was nice. They had some really nice ones, some that would sell for 30-ish, 40-ish, right? But a lot of them that won't. They had them for like $5 a piece or something like that. And
for Blu-rays?
For Blu-rays. And so I asked them, I said, like I had $85 left and it was a bunch of them. I said, will you do all of them for $85? And the guy looks at it And he counts up and he's like, no, I can't do that, but I'll sell them. I'll sell them.
Yes,
like,
ma'am.
the ones you want for like $4 a piece. And I was like, no. Nah. And I walked away because it's like, I'll be back next year when he has these same DVDs sitting out here.
Yeah. So I have two things. So I remembered what I was going to say. So Corey overheard somebody talking today about how her sister sells on eBay.
Okay.
And she had some stuff, but she didn't want to sell it to her sister because she didn't want her sister to make money off of it. But she didn't want to sell it on eBay either. So she was selling it on a garage sale, right? So you want to hear something funny? We went to a garage sale last weekend, and the guy's house we went to was my softball coach in middle school,
Yes, ma'am.
okay, and high school. His stepdaughter lives in the house right next to him. His stepdaughter's husband does, like, I'm guessing she said sales. I'm guessing it's like flea markets, you know, that, you know, like the whatever. They had seriously a crap ton of Beanie Babies, right? Beanie Babies. But they were the big ones, which I know some of the big ones sell, not the little ones, but the bigger ones. And then she had the mini ones, right? She had $1 a piece listed on these things. And there was like seriously like 8 or 9 totes of them, right? I don't think they would have all fit. No, there wasn't that many. There's probably 5 or 6 totes of them. They would not have probably fit all in my car. I'm like, oh, Corey, but I've seen somebody take them and lot them up and sell them for good money if they're lotted up in a lot.
Yeah,
right?
Lonnie Candace did that.
And so Corey's like, you know, don't feel bad. It won't hurt my feelings if you turn this down. And he's like, I'll give you $100 for all of them. Right? $100. $100. And she's like, no, I know we can get $1 a piece of them from them at the garage or at our store shops or whatever sales. And I'm like, okay, whatever, you can keep them. They're going to be here next year. When I come back next year, I know the girl. When I come back next year, I'm going to say, see, you still have them all. You should have took my $100 offer.
I'll give you $25.
That's the same thing with those Blu-rays. It's like when he wouldn't do it, I was like, oh, it's, you know, it's no worry. I said I was just going to make the offer, but when I walked away, and I told Tanya, I said he'll have like 3 or 4 less Blu-rays at the end of this day. He's going to have to put every one of those back up. Maybe next year I can get them for the price I want.
Oh my God.
See, but when we talk about that whole thing where Mary said, heaven forbid somebody make money, you know, I've offered somebody said that they were going to donate something to the Goodwill. And I'm like, oh, well, I'll take that. What do you want for it? She's like, hold on, I got to look up and see what they go for. Like, are you kidding me? You're going to donate it to the Goodwill, but you won't donate it. And I offered to give you money. You won't donate it to me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
So what?
Go ahead, Leroy.
Go ahead, Brad.
No, I'm good. Go.
So one of my little honey hole where I go to the flea market on Mondays and Thursdays, I go there. There's 52 weeks in the year. I go there about 32 weeks. Every week I'm there. And I know all the buyers. I know all the sellers. I know the buyer sellers. And I sell there maybe 15 times. I don't even think it's 15 times a year, maybe, if I really got to get rid of stuff like I did today. So I'm selling today, right? And some of these guys are coming up and they're asking, my prices are dirt cheap today because I didn't comp anything. I just trying to make my money back and put my stuff aside that I want to put aside on eBay that I know about. So I was like, he's like, oh, how much is this? A Spanish guy, no offense to Spanish people. And I said, $45. Oh, I'll give you 15. I said, no, you give me 45. Oh no, I'll give you 20. And I'm saying to myself, buddy, I know you. I see you every week. I know that
he wants to buy for 15 and turn around and sell it for 45.
No, sell for 65.
Oh, okay.
Like because he ended up buying it for 40, and I know it was worth 80. Like, it just cracks me up. It's like, dude, I see you every week, twice a week. I know everything about you. What are you doing? Like,
You need to
don't
go
even
down
tell
and
me
visit
this
him when you go back again and say, see, you still made money off of what you bought from me.
Hey, Teresa.
Yep.
You know, I know
I'm
you
eating
don't.
like Leroy
I
today.
know you don't want to sell on this platform, but you know, you're talking about them Beanie Babies.
Uh-huh.
Did you know? But y'all probably don't know because y'all don't do whatnot. But there
I've
is
done whatnot. I have
there
done
is,
whatnot.
now listen. There is a community on whatnot for Beanie Babies. I kid you not. They eat them
We
things up like the candy.
we went to one sale and they had $50. I think it was $50 on each bag of Beanie Babies that had like 4 or 5 Beanie Babies in it. Do you know how hard it was to not laugh right at that person and be like, duh.
Go ahead, Brad.
Oh, I was just gonna say, speaking of whatnot, I had a sale on whatnot just a minute ago. I list in the static marketplace over there.
Have you been doing any good with that?
I sell about one every couple of weeks, but it literally takes me no time at all to post there, so it's worth it.
See, that was my Bonanza sales, and now I don't have Bonanza sales anymore.
Dude, I canceled my Bonanza booth and had a sale on an item about 5 days after it canceled.
Why does that happen? Oh, see, but I didn't cancel my booth. I just went in and deleted all my products out of it.
I closed my booth and everything, and somehow it still sold. Yeah. I think I heard Tanya said she thought she heard Kevin say that happened to him.
Oh, really?
No.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna do a plug real quick.
Nope.
Yep. So tomorrow night at 9:00 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, dollarauction.com. I'm having a graphic t-shirt auction. I got 64 t-shirts. Guys, go do your pre-bids because I got 4 or 5 pre-bids while we've been doing this.
He's got some pretty good t-shirts in there. However, I'm going to make a plug then too.
Yeah, Teresa,
at like
make a plug.
6 o'clock. I think it's at 6 o'clock. I don't know what time it is for sure. I got to go look.
It's 2 hours before me.
Let's see. So to give you a plug, at 1 o'clock tomorrow, E&J Sales is doing random clothes pulls and accessories. At 5 o'clock, Cheryl Shiny Squirrel from the Squirrel Squad, they're doing Smalls, the You're Killing Me Smalls show. And then us at 6 o'clock. And then after us is Rebellious Roads Resell, which is Tara and Josh. And then it's Chris on with this t-shirt battle.
I'm closing it out with all graphic tees.
What platform is that on?
The dollarauction.com.
The dollarauction.com.
And is there an app for that?
Yep, it's on the disc. Straight app.
What?
You can go to the districk.net or to the Apple Android Play or the Apple Store and download the app.
Yes, Tara, you get to rate into me.
Do you guys? Oh man, no, I don't. I get to rate into Tara and Josh. Tara and Josh get to rate into you.
Me. But yeah, like I said, I got 64 t-shirts. People are already pre-bidding on it. You better get in here and look. They're all graphic tees, man. I got some good ones in there.
Everybody's making fun of the stuff I say.
Yeah. They even got a couple of jerseys in there, NFL jerseys.
Yes.
People care, Leroy.
So I occasionally, I have to listen back to the stuff I say at church. And when I speak at church, it's like I enunciate better in everything because I'm projecting in front of a crowd of people. And then sometimes I'll hear a snippet because Tanya will watch some of this on replay while she's working. I'll hear myself talking. It's like, have I got gravel in my mouth? I'm just talking, man, you ain't gonna sell that stuff, man. Damn, man. It's like I sell it here, I sell it there, sell it everywhere, man.
Hey, so listen. So I got a plug. So for the ones of you that do listen that are Christians, you'll go to church on Resurrection, Easter, whatever you want to call it. You should always go to church on Mother's Day because Brad is still going to have a good message on Mother's Day. What's up?
Brad,
I'm taking my mom to church Sunday too.
Do you guys stream your church service, Brad?
We are online, but it's like a simulated feed, so it's not live.
Oh,
Yeah.
so you can watch it after the fact?
We're live, Teresa.
She doesn't
I
care.
just want to watch Brad. I don't want to watch
Oh.
your church. I want to watch
Yeah.
Brad.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're not gonna see me on there. And yeah, Mary, that's what I was going for, man. Daggone man's not dusting the wind, man. You know what I'm talking
Boomheimer.
about? I just went down, got boom.
Brad, why couldn't I find your eBay store in my saved?
Because he has it hidden.
Don't know. I didn't like log into your account or anything. Not sure.
Just Google Black Sheep Society.
Black
Okay,
sheep.
so
It's got Chris got that same problem I have.
how was
Hey.
everybody sourcing this last weekend?
Oh, mine was great. It's a whole van full. It's outside.
We know we were. Chris, did you go sourcing?
Let's see. This past weekend,
Mm-hmm.
Froze him. You froze him.
I don't know. I can't remember. I just know I got a lot of stuff.
It was
though. I know
only
that.
like 5-6 days ago.
I can't remember.
He can't speak either.
No. I think I went sourcing while I was on vacation because that was the weekend.
No, it was the weekend after vacation.
Oh, was it the weekend after? Then no, we didn't go.
What do you eat?
Wait a minute. Yeah, wait a minute.
Brad, did you go sourcing this last weekend?
I think
So,
I did. I don't
It
know.
was pouring down rain, but we still went a little bit, but there wasn't that much. Everybody
Yeah.
kind of sat down. There was a big community sale that we have every year in a community not far away from us. They postponed it the first weekend to this last weekend.
Yeah.
They postponed it. I think they pretty much have canceled it now. So
So,
I have something
Okay.
I want to share though.
okay, share.
So, a lot of you know that I've been doing cards, sports cards and non-sports cards. So I got a box of sports cards off of TikTok, and I opened them up the other day, and this is what I pulled.
A bar?
I pulled a Jaden Daniels Disco Prism rookie card.
I
This
thought you were
card-
sending that in to get it graded.
No, I know. I couldn't help it. I sold it for $95 plus shipping in 3 hours of listing it.
Good job, Chris. Good job.
So if I would have took it in and got it graded, I would have got. I think they were selling anywhere from 300 plus. So, but I didn't want to wait because I know how card values drop. So a raw $95 plus shipping, being raw, I think that's a good price for it.
So I can tell you between last weekend and today, I'm pretty sure we did over 200, about 200 sales that we went to between last Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and today. We did not fill our vehicle once.
I did.
Not once.
I did.
I know
Did
you
you
did.
go on the 100-mile yard sale, Leroy?
What?
Is that where did you go to the 100-mile sale?
No, he said he bought units.
Oh,
He bought auction stuff. Chris, where have you been?
not.
He doesn't
Well,
care, Teresa.
So can I give a plug? Can I tell you guys about the new thing that I've been asked to try out?
Oh, is it PG?
We got hit up by somebody that is doing programming. So I currently use Circuit. I pay a monthly subscription for Circuit to do my garage sales, right? Because we have too many that I can't do, I can't do Google whatever it is, Google Maps, because it only lets you do some. But somebody hit us up and asked us to download and try out their app that they are currently working. It is Android only currently, where you drop in your sales and you can do it via spreadsheet. And so I dropped in all 140 of my garage sales within a matter of like 15 minutes. And it goes through and it pulls it by time and then by address. And it was so smooth today. And you can rate your garage sales. So if you go to one that's a really crappy garage sale at a citywide, you can put a mad face to it. And then when you put it in next year or when you put that in whenever it is, it will show you that that was a crappy garage sale last year.
But it may not be crappy this year.
But it was last year, so.
Well, I can guarantee you if it says huge on the sign, not huge. Not huge at all.
No. But yeah, so I got to try that out today. We might try it out tomorrow, depending on if we go sourcing again. But I'm kind of excited about it. Right now, it's free for me. The only downside is it has ads. So I pick a map, I pick a location, and it shows me an ad, but it won't kick the address off to my Android Auto until after the ad is done. So I got to sit there and wait for the ad to finish playing before I can go to my next address.
You probably have to pay for ad free.
I think, well, right, it's in beta version right now. So I don't think there's a whole lot of people that have it. He's tested it out with other resellers. And who kicked Leroy off?
I think he kicked himself off.
He kicked himself off.
He was hungry or tired.
Yeah, I'm just testing it out to see how it works and what, the pros and cons of it. So
Does it have a name?
I don't think she could tell us.
Okay, that's fine.
No, I don't know. He gave me the link to download it, so I don't know if you could download it, but I think it's called Yard Hopper. Yeah, it's called Yard Hopper.
I need everybody in the state of California that has a yard sale to put in an app so that it's easy for me to find and keep it updated. If you put it on Facebook, I would appreciate if you delete it.
You mean in
Monday
South
after
Carolina?
You had your weekend yard sale.
You mean in South Carolina? Because you just said in California.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Go back and listen to it. I swear to God, you said.
Did I say California, Brad?
I didn't catch it. I wasn't.
I could have sworn I said South Carolina.
Okay.
Anyway, because people around here don't know how. I mean, A, they don't know how to put it in Facebook, and B, if they know how to put it in Facebook, they don't know how to delete it off Facebook. So then you're going to 2-month-old yard sales because you think they're still active.
You can filter those out on Facebook, right?
I guess I said California. You're right. No, not California. South Carolina.
You can filter out those old garage sales. You know that, right?
How?
When you go in and you search garage sales, you have filters up there. Filter by posted date.
Time out. I've got to share this before it goes away because it just made me laugh. I just got a $1.99 offer on a $449 item.
That comes from Leroy. I
need to look.
It'll come from Fun something.
It was from Chad. It was from Wolfman.
Oh, okay. Nice. So
I already hit accept.
Anyways, when you're on Facebook, you just click up on the top on the filters, and there's a spot to filter by date posted. And I will do either 24 hours or I will do 7 days, and that will get rid of all the prior garage sales that were on there. Just so you know.
Hold on.
Write that down. Take a note.
Hey, one other thing. Hey, look. If y'all are on Facebook, come follow my Buck Mountain Barn Facebook page. See the black lines? Y'all see them? I can see them on the screen right here. Can y'all see them on the TV? Are they showing up?
No, there ain't no black line.
No. You didn't see that.
What are you smoking?
I see you're not.
There's no black line going across like this.
No.
eBay's Leroy's computer crashed.
Oh, okay.
What was I looking for? Facebook.
Do you want to hear about the 2 things we found today?
What did you find today?
We found, Corey might have to put in there what the brand is because let me check Facebook or check eBay quick. We found this. We went to this one garage sale and he had a whole bunch of buck knives, but we bought a depth finder, or not the depth finder, the transducer for a depth finder there for $6 that sells for over 100. But they are, I'm scrolling back to see if I can see it.
You said date listed?
Yeah. Western. They are Western brand knives. It is a Western W66 with the knife and the axe, and it is a Western L66 with a knife and an axe. And they both sell for over $270 a piece. What are you laughing for, Brad?
Oh, I was just laughing at Chad. I'm gonna give our sponsor a shout out.
Wolfman Skitties.
What happened to the thing up in the corner, Brad?
Yeah, it disappeared.
Well, it'll probably come back when we do this. Did it not come back?
Nope.
We'll get it up there.
But anyway.
I know. Oh, there you go.
There it is.
Now it's back.
Wrong overlay was up. Sorry, Chad.
You know, we did a lot of reselling talking today.
I like that.
No,
we just gotta quit getting off topic. We need to stay on topic.
Well, if you weren't on the show. I'm just messing with you, Chris.
Sometimes, Brad, I just want to reach through this TV.
You do it. Just do it. Just try.
Give you a high five.
That's why you having black lines on your screen, dummy.
Man, I don't know what's going on.
Quit hitting your screen.
Yeah,
I didn't hit it, didn't we?
Hey, the people there are only pictures, Chris. They're not real.
Oh my goodness! I'm telling you, it's flickering. I don't know if you guys can see it or not, but it's flickering on my end.
Look at DM ephemera.
Well, Brad, I guess that makes garage sales like men that claim they behind.
Chris, Corey wants to know when the last time was you cleaned your screen. It might be Diet Coke just streamed across it from when you took it up and
cleaned it like when we was fixing it.
I got in my car today. I had a soda in there and I grabbed it it was in my door. I grabbed it, held it just like this, and I opened it and went
yeah,
all
that's
over.
Always fun.
Yeah.
I took apart a vacuum cleaner today and like in 100 million pieces in there. So I took a free vacuum cleaner that I got from the dump that's going to work because I plugged it in, tested it, vacuumed in here, and it works. And then I can take every bit of that, all the pieces that I broke down, I can get anywhere between $250 and $300 for all of it when it sells. Don't know how long it's going to take to sell. It's not like it's going to make it overnight, but you know, that's good stuff. What in the world? Is that vacuum cleaner parts? What is that? Yeah. What kind is that, Teresa?
Oh, that's a Kirby.
Oh, those are nice.
Working Kirby. Corey took it apart almost a year ago, and neither one of us has listed it.
You haven't listed nothing?
Nope.
Golly, man.
That was back before I had good stuff to list.
Man. I'd be getting on that. I'm going to be listing mine tomorrow. I took it apart today. I'm going to get it all put up tomorrow. What are you laughing about, Brad? You laughing about something.
Chris is sending him, or Chad's sending him offers again. What are you laughing for, Brad? You cannot laugh and not share. We do not keep secrets on this show.
I will hold it in for future reference, and then I'll share it. I have to. That's all I can say at the moment.
Backstage?
Huh?
Backstage?
Yeah, I don't know if I can't even do it then if it doesn't work out.
We can. Corey said we can do a all Kirby whatnot show.
Yeah, wow. There you go, man. That's a good one. Whatnot Kirby.
So I will tell you, we have actually, like, while we were on the show the other day for reseller therapy, I was just going around with my list of stuff from his computer, grabbing stuff off my counter, off my stuff, oldest stuff, and letting Corey list it on the dollar auction. There is a $150 belt buckle on there.
No way.
Yeah, way. I have two of them.
Scott, I talked to Scott on the phone earlier today, beard picker, and he's having a whatnot show tomorrow night sometime. I can't
sit and watch it.
He said I got 4 totes full of stuff. I don't know what it is. I just don't want to fool with it, and I'm just throwing it up and see what happens. No. He says if I pick it up and it looks like it's going to sell for $40 on eBay, I'm going to put it over the side. If it don't,
see, that's what we don't do. So like when we were in Omaha and we got our mystery boxes.
I see, look.
There's no
Chris, we can't see it, bro.
You need to go talk to a mental health professional or have your eyes checked because
Man, look
there are
at me.
no
We're not doing,
lines.
wait a minute. We're not doing this crap we did Tuesday where y'all playing like y'all don't see something when it's actually there. And Tuesday y'all
But
played
it's
like
your-
y'all couldn't hear me. And you could
You
hear me.
mean acting like they didn't hear you?
Yeah. Tammy watched that.
I
She
will tell you.
She was crying, laughing.
I was not part of that. I was sitting over there working on stuff, dying laughing while Corey was doing it, but I was not part of
Tammy
that.
said she was crying. She was laughing so hard. No, Corey, it's flickering, man. I can see it.
Is it a power thing, maybe?
So
See, look.
anyway,
if y'all watch it, you'll see the black line flicker.
so Chris, back to whoever,
See?
whatever. It's not on the screen. It's only on your screen. You might want to buy a new computer monitor.
Dude, it's
But
not. It's a TV. It
Spirited
should be
Picker-
doing it on yours, but it's not. It's only on my little square up there.
Yeah, that's because it's your computer. It's not doing it on our computer. But
No, it's not.
So-
I'm not on a computer. I'm on a camera.
Stop. See, those he would be one of the ones that as soon as I saw him do that on Whatnot, I would quit watching him. Because if you're gonna bring that stuff on Whatnot and you're gonna sell it, then you should sell it outright instead of saying, oh, this might go for more on eBay, so I'm gonna set it aside. If you're doing a random pull, do the random pulls. Don't pick and choose what you're gonna sell.
I don't
Mr.
know how
Sadie
y'all
is
are
in the
not. I
house.
don't know how y'all are not seeing that. I'm watching.
It is
you.
only on your screen.
I am watching you, and in
Here.
the top right corner, I can see it flicker. See it flickered again just then.
Can you see yourself?
What,
Hold on, I gotta find the right spot.
Teresa, are you looking at all three of us?
Yes.
Okay.
See, it's right there. Watch the screen. This is the live feed from the YouTube.
You're not understanding what I'm saying.
It's not on our screens. It's not going across your screen for us.
It's not the whole screen. It's just the square.
There are no lines on our squares.
Oh.
Where at on the screen is it going across your screen?
It's just flickering. Every so often it'll flicker black line there, like right across.
Does anybody else
right
in the
along
chat
here
see the black lines or the flicker?
Corey's talking about it's my boards back there, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's flickering. Jeez.
Chris, Tara and Josh are being nice to you. Chris, are you on a computer?
God.
Okay,
man.
what are you watching? No, I can't.
Let's see it flickered again.
I can't. Okay,
No, what am I watching?
Brad, what else do you want to talk about?
I'm watching this on my TV.
Brad, push the button. Push the
All right.
button.
All right. Hey, say it.
Push the button.
Say it. Oh, yeah, I got you.
Thank you.
I'll go
Thank
push the other
you.
button.
Okay, you can bring him back. We punished him.
Kick me off my own show.
Yes.
Chris, you're the only one seeing whatever you're seeing.
I'm not crazy.
Tammy, come get him. He has some issues.
Let me turn it on my TV, Chris. let's just confirm
We're
here.
not playing Hollywood Square.
All right. No lines on my screen. What are you saying? I haven't been paying attention. I've been trying to scheme something up and it's not working out for me.
Well,
You're trying to what?
I was trying to scheme. I was scheming and doing something.
There
but
it went. It just flickered.
Chris, it is yours and nobody else's. Nobody else can see
there
it.
it is. You see that, Brad? Watch it.
No.
It'll flicker.
I swear
Every
to
so
God.
often it'll
I
flicker.
can tell you, Corey probably has this up on the TV in the house as well as his laptop, unless he's recording, which I don't think it appears he's not. If you don't see it, then it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not doing it on my TV, Chris. Or
You
my
need a new
computer.
TV, Chris.
Is it
Either
doing
that
it?
or
Listen.
DM Ephemera said you should take your
If
meds.
it was the TV, it would be doing the whole TV, not just the little square that I'm in.
then it's
Yeah.
no, I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm watching it on my phone and it's not happening.
Yeah, it's not happening on the computer. It's not happening on the TV. It's not happening.
Corey.
I got a delay. Hey, Chris, I've got a delay. Let me do 1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006, 1007, 1000. There's a 7-second delay from us to the TV right now.
I think Chris has ghosts in his house.
So when you see it, tell me. When you see it, tell me, and I'll look up there.
Okay. I will.
It's probably because you didn't.
Chris is right, and the whole rest of the world is wrong. Todd, you are 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi. There wasn't nothing, was there? I'm telling you.
There was nothing.
Tara and Josh said they will come to your house and investigate your ghosts in your TV.
I don't. Todd said it right there. There it is. Todd's got it. Hold on, let me.
Yeah, well, Todd is delusional as well.
Todd
is delusional as well.
Right on my back. Reminds me of George so I don't need your rocking chair, but of course,
Todd's eyesight is fading. Like Todd's so old when he was
hold on, look at Mr. Sadie's holding a baby. That was a little tiny baby. Tammy's been slipping paint chips into Chris's casserole.
Look at that. Look at that.
See that little baby?
Yeah, nice.
Corey has the correct thing. Tammy has been slipping crap into your food, and you just don't know it.
So I know it's not. There it went again. I don't eat casserole, so it's not.
You don't eat casserole,
camera, man. I'm telling you.
You don't eat. Hold on. You don't eat tater tot casserole.
No, the crap. No casseroles. No.
Must be nice to be bougie.
Bougie. Eating casserole is not eating.
Casserole is for us poor people to eat. It's a dump and go.
It's not for poor people. Casserole is for rich people because you know how much stuff you got to buy to put in a casserole to start with?
No, because I put for tater tot casserole, I put hamburger, cream mushroom soup, veggies, and tater tots.
So why not just eat tater tots with cheese instead of eating a casserole with everything else?
Because it's not right. Sue says it's a hot dish. I call it a casserole.
No, I don't eat casseroles, number one.
So what do you eat? Steak and pork chops? Do you have Tammy make you meat and potatoes every day?
Nope. Sure do not. Sure do not. But we eat steak. We eat not often though. We eat hamburgers. We eat all kinds of stuff. But I don't eat casserole. What do you say? I bet if I put a casserole in front of you, you would eat it. You didn't get that girlish figure of being.
So do you want to hear? So Corey picked up it. I gotta tell you guys.
Listen, y'all, I'm dead serious. You can ask Tammy. I do not eat casserole.
Sit back.
I don't.
When you lean forward, you get super hot. Your mic is really loud when you lean forward.
Oh, okay. I was thinking, say, quit flirting with me, Teresa. Corey might get mad.
Oh, so we went to a garage sale today, and Corey picked up a T-shirt. I don't remember.
Look at the TV. It's doing it again.
1001, 1002, 1003, 1004, 1005, 1006. It didn't do it. It didn't do it. Swear to you, it didn't do it.
Yes. Chris, can your food touch on your plate?
Can your food touch the? What does that mean?
So, like, if you get Thanksgiving meal, can your potatoes and your stuffing and your turkey and your green bean casserole, can it all touch on the plate?
Well,
or do you have to have it in separate little containers?
No, I don't like them containers things because they're too small.
No, I'm just saying, because they make plates that have separate little spots.
Yeah, no, I don't use those. I put it all on one plate.
So anyways, back to my story. Corey bought a T-shirt today, right? He'll have to tell me who was on the T-shirt because I don't remember. It was a size extra large. Corey does not wear a size extra large in T-shirts. But he told the people that he was getting it so that he could get back in shape so it'll fit his new figure. Instead of just telling him that we were buying it to resell it.
Yeah. You got 25 people watching, Chris.
Hey, who's this?
Steve the Picker? I don't know.
Who's Steve the Picker?
I don't know, but he's
Well,
a picker.
But
It's
hold
Steve.
on, though. He's only complimenting Chris. He can't just compliment Chris.
Yes, he can. It's a great show, he said.
Can
My
I get a
craziness.
shout out
Yeah.
for my best friend Hugh?
Juanas.
Oh God, I get it.
I don't get it.
You gonna say it? Well, read it. He wants a shout out for his friend, Chris. Be nice
Call
to
his
him. Dude.
friend's name out.
Hugh Janus. Oh, jeez. Nice one there, Steve. Appreciate it, buddy.
Oh, I love it.
I'm dying.
Thanks a
Oh my
lot,
God,
Steve.
you
I
guys,
appreciate that, man. We love good laughs around here, man. Thanks a lot.
I have such a headache from garage selling today, but that made my day.
Man, that was good. It took me a minute.
So that was what I was scheming.
Oh, was that you,
Who's
man?
Steve? Who's Steve? Is that your secondary account?
It's somebody I set an account up for. Yes.
Oh,
Someone who doesn't really use the internet.
So how did you know that I was going to pull that up, though, Brad?
Because your favorite thing to talk about is you, Chris.
That's not true.
Like most people, your favorite subject is yourself.
That is not true.
that was a long time in the works, Brad. That was a long
Yeah.
time in the works.
I know, right? Hey, the best laid plans. But yeah, it's like I'm telling you, Chris, everybody thinks a movie is about themselves because they're in every scene. It's their favorite movie.
I don't
I'm
get it.
sorry, I didn't mean to break you, bro.
I don't get it. I don't understand.
Todd likes big. So on another subject, Todd likes big butts, but he can't lie about it. So
It's like a truth serum, isn't it, Todd?
yep.
You guys, man.
So Chris, why aren't you? Hold on. You said in our message you weren't going to be here next week. Where are you going to be next week? What are you going to do? Pull a Leroy?
I'm going out of town.
Oh, for the thing that we shouldn't discuss?
No,
Oh,
Get
Where
a
you going?
vasectomy?
I'm going out of town.
where are you going?
This is
Are
the
you coming to
equivalent-
South Dakota?
No. I'm staying in
Well,
South
then I don't want to
Carolina.
hear about it.
Okay.
This
I don't
is
want
You
to hear
asked,
This is the equivalent of getting you to say district.
right? Yeah.
Nice try. Nice
No,
try.
I'm leaving Saturday and going to my mother.
Leaving on
And
midnight
then
train.
staying with Mom, and then Sunday, Mom and I are getting up.
Mr.
We're
Sadie.
going to the church for Mother's Day. And then after that, me and my best friend, the pastor of the church that we're going to, we are leaving Sunday afternoon and we are going to Santee Cooper for a week.
Santee Cooper.
You and the pastor?
Yes. He's my
You
best
flying-
friend. Been my best
flying
friend
in his
for 12
private
years
plane?
now.
Y'all flying
Nope.
in his private plane?
No, we're driving.
Nope.
In the
Nope.
What? Nope, what?
I just got to keep telling myself nope.
You don't know what Santee Cooper is, do you?
Nope, I have no clue. But that's not why I'm saying nope. But I'm not going to say why I'm saying nope either. Because we're a family friendly show.
Oh, okay.
Need to get the
Right.
word out. This show is funnier than Trash Crash. I guess Chris is the new Commonwealth.
Oh my God. Hey, look, wait a minute. You guys don't know. Hold on. Be right back.
Chris, Corey
Another
wants
guy-
to know if you ever considered working for a living instead of
Another-
taking all these vacations.
Another guy that likes to talk about himself.
Who?
I'm just kidding. I can't say it out loud.
I,
Kevin?
I only do this for special occasions. Somebody
Hey.
brought it up, so we're
I
going
love
to do
you.
it.
I love you, Kevin. I really do. That's a total joke. Hey, there he
Oh my
is.
God.
I don't know. Can you see? Is there enough light?
You're gonna have to like hone in and get.
See, I
close
put
and-
on one, but the only one that I can reach is one
Look.
that they're not even doing YouTube anymore.
In case nobody knows, that one was personalized.
You didn't burn that?
He
Why
sleeps with
would
it
I?
at night.
I got a box. I got this thing in. Well, I don't have a box. I'm trying to find a shadow box big enough to put it in. One of them glass shadow boxes. I'm trying to find one big enough to put it in so I can frame it.
Why?
Because it's Kevin, man.
Don't let them shame you. At least I know who George Jones is.
Guys, man.
Oh, see, now Chris put Chad put a joke in here, and I tried the jokes on. Hold on. I tried the jokes on reseller therapy, but I don't think those are going to work on reseller therapy going forward.
Did you hear that the governor's mansion in South Dakota burned down? Almost took out the whole
Chad.
trailer.
Hold on though. I think Corey and I are going to leave town this weekend because, you know, our Secretary of Homeland Security, Kristi Noem, right? She was the ex-governor of South Dakota. She is coming to talk at the college here in town.
Oh, sweet. Is
Hold
she
on,
really?
though.
I need to come to that.
She is. They have lined up protesters to come in and protest during this outside the college. Because not only is she coming in to talk, but they're also giving her an honorary degree from the university.
Sweet.
So there are people that are coming to town to protest. So I don't want to be here for it. I'm going to stay out here on my own little compound.
I understand your concern with that because them folks are idiots. You know, I get you.
Anybody that goes out and protests like that is an idiot. I don't care what your stance is or whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
No, Noem is not in charge of South Dakota anymore.
She's not?
No, she's not the governor anymore because she's the director of Homeland Security.
So, right. She took that. So who's the governor?
You're talking about one of Chris's favorite people right now.
Who, Kristi Noem?
Who's the governor of South Dakota right now?
From his reaction, I'm taking it's one of his favorite folks.
Let's see. I don't know who it is.
Corey said he's in charge now.
Yeah, right. He can.
That's what he said. So
our new governor. Hold on, our new governor's name is Larry Roden.
Who's that?
Don't know who he is.
How come they didn't get another good-looking female to put in there?
Hey,
I don't know.
There it is.
What is?
Man, she's absolutely gorgeous.
Hold on, no. Have you? I don't want to talk bad about other women, but have you seen her up close?
No, I only seen her on TV.
Okay.
She looks good on TV. I can tell you
the picture. Hold on. Let me see if I can find the picture that they put on Facebook.
She's a good-looking woman on TV. How about that?
A modern TV? Or are you still watching one of them TVs from like the 80s?
No, I'm watching one with black lines.
Look at this. Can you see her there?
Yeah.
Do you see all that makeup she got caked on?
Well, I mean, she's what, 60?
Hey.
She's at 60. She's in her 50s.
You've been making fun of the painted woman.
She's got makeup caked on. Like from afar, if you see her talking in a room or on TV, she's very pretty.
Bad skin.
Teresa, that's such a typical woman thing to do. Look at her. She's wearing so much makeup like a hooker.
Oh, hold on though. See, but this is all natural. I don't wear makeup at all. So yeah.
She looked like she's probably filling in some some stuff.
Something. But see, I could make other comments too, but I'm not gonna. Oh, did you see that? Oh, I think it's. Oh no, I wasn't gonna say it's actually. Did you know that they just did the next pope and he's from the United States?
Yeah. I watched that thing. He's from Chicago.
I was actually
watching. He is from Chicago?
Yeah.
Because they're saying it's Pete.
We were on our way to our restaurant a couple towns over. And
it's your restaurant?
Yes, it is. And we were watching, we had the Pat McAfee show on, and they were on at the same time that it was being introduced. And if you haven't watched it, you should go watch them actually doing it. It was actually funny.
Oh, Pat McAfee did the live on that?
Yeah, they had it live.
I bet that was hilarious.
Yeah.
I bet that was hilarious. Do you know who Pat McAfee is, Teresa?
Nope.
I tell you,
is that my George Jones?
Look, it's not your fault.
No,
I
you're
get
not.
it.
You're
You
not a
live in
sports
South
person.
Dakota. I mean, y'all live way up there.
So hold on, is he a sports person?
Yes.
Yes.
Then I don't give a crap because I don't watch sports related.
But you know who Michael
I don't watch
Jordan
the
is,
Super
don't
Bowl.
you?
Well, everybody knows who Michael Jordan is.
Everybody knows who Pat
Everybody knows who
McAfee
Kobe
is.
Bryant is.
No.
Everybody knows who Larry Bird is.
Everybody
Come on.
But you know what? Everybody don't know who George Jones is.
Everybody but you.
Whatever.
Oh, was I in the wrong spot?
Yeah, right.
That's not easy to do. There we go.
Cardinal. Pope Peter. Pope Pete. Pope Pete.
No, that's because they said the new pope is Pete Craigslist Hunter because he's from Chicago.
Does he look like Craigslist Hunter?
I don't know.
No.
Probably not because he's old. They don't elect somebody that's young. It's not.
Is the Craigslist Hunter from Chicago? I didn't know that.
I don't know.
I've watched his content for years.
Where's Craigslist Hunter from?
He must be from Chicago if people are calling him the next pope.
Wait a minute. How old's the pope?
69.
I don't know.
He's 69 years old.
The new one is 69.
He'll have a good 20-year run. Because I said the number 69, you're gonna laugh. That's the freaking Pope, Teresa. That's the freaking Pope. You can't make that joke about the Pope. Oh my God.
But Brad, did you go to the thing, Brad?
White lines.
Wait a minute. Brad, hey, in case nobody knows.
Brad, would you like to do an exercise?
Brad, wait a minute. Brad was actually invited to go to the thing where they did the Pope thing.
Yeah. So educate me because I don't know.
Okay.
Is it like a group that like elects him?
No.
How is he chosen?
It's the conclave that
chooses the what?
Him. The conclave chooses
What is
him.
that?
They say he's chosen by God is what they say. But it's actually it's what Brad can explain that.
So it's like a governing board.
More or less, yeah.
That selects him.
Yes.
Yeah. Inside the Vatican, there are a group of people who.
It's the secret Vatican.
Teresa.
I guess they all have to agree on it.
Have you seen pictures of the inside of the Vatican?
No.
Go look at them when you get a chance.
Is that the one that? Oh no! What's the one that the Sistine Chapel? Isn't that the one that has the stuff painted on the ceiling?
The Sistine Chapel is, but that's not the Vatican. I don't think.
No, I know. I'm just trying to remember what I was talking about. Robes, rituals, and secrets sounds like it.
Sounds like it, Corey. It sounds like it.
Do they really send? Oh, I think I heard that. Don't they really send up smoke signals?
Yeah, whenever the new pope has been named, they the smoke turns from like black to white or something like that. So
while there's not one in there that's all black, or they started out black, while they're deciding.
I think that's what it is. I really don't know. I
don't know this
stuff.
I'm not
Catholic. I don't know. That's.
I'm not Catholic either.
I'm not Catholic either.
But you know what? My son likes to say he talked to this lady that would come to the fruit stand that he worked at when he was a teenager, and she says, "We go to church on Saturday because we're Catholic. We go to church on Saturday because we're Catholic."
Do Catholics go to church on Saturday?
They go to church on Saturday because they're Catholic.
I thought it was the 7-day Adventist that went to church on Saturday.
This is a cigarette she's holding, by the way. I didn't know if you caught that.
Yeah.
I caught that.
But I'm asking you, Brad.
Saturday because we're Catholic.
But Brad, do they go to church on Saturdays? I thought it was just a 7-day Adventist that went on Saturdays.
No, I think they can go anytime, I suppose, but I think they do have mass on Saturday.
Okay.
I don't know. I told you I'm not a Catholic. I don't know. That's just what the lady said. I'm just telling you what, because my son from time to time will whip that out as a punchline on something. You know, the best part of being Catholic is you don't have to go to church on Sunday. We go to church on Saturday because we're Catholic.
No, it says they're obligated. Catholics are obligated to attend mass on Sunday, not Saturday, Sunday.
You know what else Catholics do?
They do, but hold on, but they do have Saturday evening mass.
Yeah. Well, that must be where she goes.
You know what
That
else they do?
it says, hold on, most parishes, this is what Google tells me. Most parishes offer a mass on Saturday evening that is considered to fulfill the Sunday obligation with the readings and the prayers for that Sunday. This is often referred to as the Saturday Vigil.
Oh yeah, there you go, Brad. Yeah, I was fixing to add
Oh, we got a new pope. I can't do Marge. Actually, one of my side things is doing voices. I've never tried to do Marge.
Each vote gets a smoke signal. If they did not elect Pope on that vote, it is black smoke. Once they elect the next vote, smoke is white smoke.
See, we all get educated.
Yeah. Okay.
Obligated.
You know what else Catholics do?
Right?
Yeah, they like so if you have a family member, if you have a
don't say anything mean, Chris. You might have Catholic watching.
No, you better be nice.
I'm not saying anything mean at all.
Don't just because you don't understand it, man. Hey man, just because you don't understand it, man.
I'm not saying anything mean at all. I'm not sitting here holding a cigarette imitating Marge talking about going to mass on Saturday.
So. I was saying what an actual Catholic said, brother.
But
my weekly Catholic lesson by T.
Oh crap! I'll be right back.
Well, you didn't finish your story, bro. Hey, we should end the show right
Shut him out. Shut him out. Shut him out. Let's just have conversation.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know about that.
Catholics never see black flickering lines.
Yeah.
We won't.
Yeah, actually,
can you even see when he comes back?
I can, yeah. You know, when we need to actually get one of the fathers to go over to his house and perform an exorcism on that TV. That's what we need to do.
I need to tell him he needs to start watching for TVs at garage sales.
Yeah, he must have had to go poop. He literally just walked out and left us here. What's up with that?
Hey, look. Do you know what this is?
I do not from that look. Did you see the I still don't know what that is. I can't tell.
Those are vintage headlight aiming things. They go for about anywhere from $100 to $200 if they're complete. Mine has everything but one piece. So
for like headlight aiming things.
Yeah, they go on the front of your. They're the vintage type that you use to aim your headlights to make sure your headlights are going the right way or whatever.
Yeah.
But we picked those up for $5 for both of them. And they go for over 100, between 100 and $200, give or take.
So is it like for any vehicle or is it like a specific vehicle? Okay.
No, it's for any vehicle.
Hey.
Hi, Chris.
Nobody told you to come back.
Where'd you go? Did you go poop? Chris,
Man,
did you go poop?
Hey, look, listen, on a serious note.
Listen,
I had a question. Did you go poop?
No, I did not go poop.
Okay.
Did you go pee?
So Catholics, did you know that so in our local thrift stores, they have Bibles, and Bibles are free in our local thrift stores. If you ever come across Catholic Bibles, those are good sellers on eBay.
You're trying to sell Jesus now. Oh my gosh.
There you go.
No, this one. Which
those
one?
Those are coffee table Bibles.
This is the red letter version.
Yeah, Jesus words.
And that one I've had for like a year, and I dropped the price on it like twice. And this one's my new one. It's one of these Bibles. You get to put in. You get to put in
everything from your family genealogy,
your
right?
whole family tree.
Is it a Catholic Bible?
Yeah, that'd be the kind of family Bible that would be passed down.
It's called the Catholic Heirloom Edition Bible.
And you ain't selling them?
That one, I don't know if I've listed. I don't know if I listed that yet.
We fill it out because we're Catholic and we want to give it to our children.
No, you know what? I fill out Ancestry.com to give to my children.
Dude, don't put your information online. Golly.
My DNA is already online.
Oh no. See, that's how it happens.
How do you think I found my sister? Seriously, that's how I found my sister.
Cool. I need to do it so I can find my brothers.
Do you have brothers?
I don't know.
See, if you put that in there, you may find out if
I
your
have a
parents were
sister.
naughty.
I have a
I do know I
sister
got a
that
brother somewhere.
I have a sister I haven't seen since I was 16 years old.
Really?
Yeah.
Why? Oh, we don't
Well,
need to discuss this. That's
I
too
got
personal.
a paternal father I've never seen, and a half brother and some other stuff.
So I have 2 half siblings that were given up for adoption, but I know both of them now.
That's awesome.
And I have 6 full biological siblings and an additional half sibling.
Dang,
I am one
somebody-
of 9.
That's busy.
Oh, that's right. I remember, do red letters appear in the Old Testament?
I'm
Trivia
gonna
question.
let Teresa answer that question.
I don't know.
No,
No.
they do not, because Jesus is not in the Old Testament. He's in the New Testament.
He is in the Old Testament. He's
Well,
just not a speaking character in the
yes,
Old
that's
Testament.
not a speaking character. Let
If
me
you're going to talk
rephrase
about the Bible, let's get it right.
that. Let's rephrase that. Okay, you're right.
See, look at what I brought up.
Everybody.
Everybody's Brad, you might need to go take that DNA test. Because
No, I'm good.
everybody's finding family in there. I want to give one to my brother, because we always tell my one brother, the brother that's a year younger, 2 years younger than I am, that he was the milkman's kid.
Nice.
I
No.
don't think he is.
I was adopted by my dad, so I'm not. All those people who have all those like, I need to know who my dad was, and I need to.
Well,
I
I
never
can
did
tell you. So my half sister, that's the youngest of all of us kids. Well, no, she's the second youngest to all of us kids. She actually reached out. She never met my dad. She didn't. I gave her any information she needed about my dad. Primarily medical information was what she was looking for. She actually reached out to her mom, her biological mom, and her mom told her, lose my number, lose my information. Don't ever contact me. I'm never giving you any information.
Your
Wow.
mom told you that?
No, not my mom, her mom.
Oh,
Yeah.
golly.
But
You know,
her,
get
hold
rid
on
of
though,
that.
but her and her 2 other siblings, so all 3 of them have the same mom that gave them all up for adoption, and the same family adopted all 3 of them. So red letters are primarily used to identify the word of Jesus in the New Testament.
I've never seen that in the Old Testament, Todd. What's the
KJV?
KGVR? What is that?
Do you know about the King
What is that,
James
Brad?
Version?
Is that how it's pronounced in King James Version?
Yeah,
I'm
I haven't-
guessing so.
I have a King James Version, and I've
No,
never seen red letters in the Old
I
Testament.
actually haven't seen it, so I haven't seen that actually.
No, I haven't
But
either.
typically, it's just the words of Jesus in red. Typically,
We just got all kinds of educated today.
Yeah.
reselling, figured out how to get the Pope,
I gotta figure out how to get these black lines quit flickering or something. I don't know. what's
Buy a
going on.
new one.
get
I
a
tried
Catholic
to replace this stupid thing, and they won't take it.
dude. Get a
And it's
Catholic
under a
priest.
1-year warranty.
Watch it, garage. Do you know how many how many cheap TVs I saw at garage sales this weekend?
I'm not talking about a TV. I'm talking about camera. It's got to be the camera, because it's only my
No.
camera block
No.
that's doing it.
No,
It's
If
not
we're-
your block or his block. Or
Is
I
it?
know.
Hold on,
Chris,
hold
the
on.
whole
Is it?
TV. It's only the
Is
camera
it a
block.
separate? Shush. Shh. Is it a separate plug-in camera, or is it a camera on a laptop?
No, it's my Sony camera. See? Oh, you can't see. It's my Sony
Turn
camera.
around the camera. and show me the
Look at
camera.
my. Hey, you just got to turn it really fast, Chris. Turn it really fast. A little faster than that. Turn it as fast as you can.
Hey,
That doesn't
Chris.
pick up.
No.
Shut up, Brad.
Chris, go watch it pull it up on your phone and see if it flickers on your phone.
Yeah, look on your phone, bro.
Because it does not
It's-
flicker
it's-
for
well,
any
it's-
of us.
it
So
is
it's not your
flickered
camera,
again.
it's your computer.
It's,
Now look, if it's your camera, it would be showing on my computer. It'd be showing on that TV.
Yep.
It'd be showing on everybody else's TV, man. It's not. It's got to be your TV, just your TV.
So hold on though. My question
well,
though
wait a minute,
also
though.
is,
wait a minute. Let's think about this logically here, for real quick.
I
For
did.
real now.
That was logically.
No, for real. Hear me out. We are looking at a screen that has 3 blocks on it, and in those blocks,
but
there's pictures.
you're not flickering on your block on my computer.
You're
You
not
have
flickering.
never flickered
You're
on my
not
computer.
flickering.
Okay,
You're not
but it
flickering
can't-
on your block on my computer. You're not flickering on your block on my TV.
so, but if it was
Or
my
on my
TV,
computer.
if it was my TV, it would be the whole screen doing the flickering, not just the block.
Not
All right.
not necessarily, because
See if it's just you now, or if it happens to me. Has it happened to me yet?
No,
If it happens to me, has it happened to you?
no.
oh my god.
Tell you said the boy
you know,
does it every so often.
Well,
Okay.
watch it. Just
Chris,
sit there and
hold
watch
on
it.
though. How are you? Do you have your computer, your camera connected to whatever you're watching it on? Because if you do, it may be your cable going from your camera to your computer screen.
Okay, so my setup is like this. I have a laptop sitting right here.
Okay.
Okay, and then I have a TV
Don't tell me.
sitting right there. Okay,
Okay.
so, and then I have a camera on a tripod sitting right here.
Yep.
The camera is hooked to the laptop.
Okay.
The TV, I'm sharing the screen to the TV so I can see.
Okay.
Oh,
I
that's
can see.
that's a
Hold on,
totally different setup, bro.
Hold on. Does it do it on your computer? If you
Yes.
watch it, if you watch it on your computer screen, not on the TV screen, because you kept saying it was only doing it on the TV screen. Is
was
it doing it on your laptop?
That's what's doing the same exact thing of why I've been trying to get it fixed. Why we went through that
Hold
whole
on, though.
fiasco Tuesday with Sony.
Have you bothered to change out the cable
Yes,
that runs from your camera to your computer and from your computer to your TV? Have you replaced both of them?
not the one from my computer to the TV. It's a
Maybe
brand
try
new.
it.
It's brand new HDMI.
So
Did you pay the bill?
just to be clear, is it doing it on your computer monitor, not the
Yes.
TV? It is
Yes.
doing it on your
No,
computer.
not. Hold on. No. You're staring at the TV right now. Look down at the computer in front of you
I don't
and tell
have.
me if it's doing.
I can't see it on the computer in front of me unless I
pull it
move
up,
this
pull it up.
screen to the computer in front of me.
So you're using the TV as your monitor.
Yes.
Then it's your monitor.
Dude, it's just your monitor. It's not doing it for us.
It's
Then
the
why
cable
wouldn't it-
going
okay,
from.
Okay, I'm not understanding
not-
why
it's
it's not
not-
doing the whole thing. Then
It's not your camera. Is it doing it? Is it doing it right now?
it just
On
did,
this-
and you just did it too.
So it's me now
I
too.
No,
DMing
that's me.
I like
It's me.
DMFM.
It's in that corner right there. It's in this corner right here.
Yeah, it's the cable. I'm just no. I'm done.
So you think it's the cable from the
Is it
camera
doing-
to the? See,
Is
there
it-
it went. Do you think it's?
But
the
it wasn't
cable?
on you that time. It wasn't on you that time, was it?
No, it was on me. I was at the bottom. Yeah.
It is either the cable going from your camera to your computer or
Uh-huh.
from your computer to your monitor.
That
Buy
don't make
new
sense.
ones.
That don't make sense either, though. If we've switched where we're at on the screen, it's still doing it just on him on his television, but not on ours. That don't make sense.
I don't know. I give up. Wash all the keys with a bottle of water, Chris.
Yes, pour alcohol on your computer, sanitize
It
it.
just
Pour some
flickered
coffee
again.
on it.
Like
We
all
can't
of
see
them?
it. I'm just saying we can't see it.
Okay, well, as long as y'all can't see it, I'm good. Because my issue is I worry about somebody else watching it and they see all this flickering and I'm
No,
like, well, I ain't gonna watch
you're not.
it. Because when
It's
I do
something
my
between. It's
recordings,
something
it
in the
shows up.
connections and stuff on your end. So you're fine over here. So you're fine.
All right.
Hey, thank
So-
you so much for everybody being here tonight, by the way.
Yes, we're
Yeah.
sorry. Oh, I'm in the number one spot again. Woo-hoo-hoo!
All right. It's
Okay,
after 9:00, Brad.
I know. It's not. It's only 8:15.
All right. Well,
2 hours and 15 minutes.
Teresa, thank
Yep.
you so much, everybody, for being here. Teresa, it's up to you.
Because I'm in the number one for just to say what's going on or just to say goodbye.
You know the outro.
No,
Do
we all got to do our thing.
It's your outro. Oh,
You got to tell us all what to do.
Oh,
Okay.
no.
Everybody, tomorrow night on thedollarauction.com, come check out Graham Spots Vintage and all of the other sellers that are going to be on there. They start at like 5 o'clock. There's one at 1 o'clock, but then most of the other ones start at 5 o'clock. We drop videos every Wednesday. I don't know what day we do. Every Wednesday. And if you're entertaining and you would like to join the guys, even though I join it to you, on Tuesdays at 12:30, come join Reseller Therapy on the Reseller Therapy channel on YouTube. I'm done.
All right, Chris.
So tomorrow night, 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which will be 8 p.m.
8 o'clock normal time.
Whatever she says. I will be on the dollarauction.com. We will be doing graphic t-shirts. I have 64 graphic t-shirts in there right now. There are pre-bids being made right now. Go by and get your t-shirt before it's too late. Next week, these guys will be going. I will be gone. So they'll have it all to themselves. They're going to make fun of me because I won't have internet service. So it's all going to be, I will not be able to
that's right,
grace.
because you're going to have fun and leaving everybody behind, even though both of the things that happen are on your channel.
Interesting.
I get it.
So
I get
fucking
it.
interesting. Yeah.
Right? Okay.
Reseller
Sorry.
therapy is not. It's my. I'm half of that.
Okay.
So I
But
have
it's
nothing.
not on. Wait a minute. It's not on Buck Mountain Barn channel.
No, it's
guys.
on Reseller Therapy channel.
Don't. Yeah, that's what I was trying to say. It's not on Buck Mountain Barn channel.
Let me post that.
I know.
Let me post that before we go so everybody can find it if I have access to it. I don't think I have it right away. I don't. Go find it, Reseller Therapy. It's actually
on
just
YouTube.
It's
Hey,
Chris
wait a minute.
Therapy.
Can I make a? I got something to say real quick. Look right here. I'm gonna say.
When does Chris not have something to say?
Look, do you see this upside down pineapples for the new CWP? I'm assuming that means Commonwealth Picker.
For
Yeah.
you.
Okay.
Because you're the Commonwealth
Listen,
picker.
listen.
We now got the Commonwealth Picker and the Commonwealth Pecker.
I'm going to show you something. You take the W and you put it where the C is and put the C where the W is. That's my initial.
What's your first name? What's
This
your first name?
My
William?
initial is WCP.
Yeah.
That's what I saw at first. And I'm like, what is going on?
William Chris Phillips.
Yeah.
Sure.
Okay. Brad, it's on you.
Yeah, I don't have anything to add to any of this. I'm just happy to be here. And I'm glad that we have therapy on Thursday nights for Chris as well.
Dude, he gets therapy twice a week.
I know, right? For free. And we only have one thing left to say, and she's going to say it.
Hasta la vista, baby.